The draw has been made for this year's Champions League, and I tell you what, there are some exciting games. For all those people who say that, oh, the Champions League is boring, what a load of rubbish. Look at the last round. Barcelona with a 6-1 comeback, the Monaco-Manchester City game, the two legs with Real Madrid and Napoli were amazing. Dortmund, I mean, every game there's been loads and loads of goals, and there are some exciting ties in this year's quarterfinals of the Champions League. Now, Leicester have been drawn against Atletico Madrid. Now, you know what? When I think about it, for me, this is going to sound strange. I think this is probably one of the hardest games that Leicester could possibly have got. I think they would have been better off getting somebody like a Monaco or a Borussia Dortmund, teams that would have come right at Leicester, because you know that Leicester, they like to play that counter-attacking style, sit back, soak it up, and then counter-attack. Atletico Madrid are not that type of team that will come all guns blazing. They're the sort of team that will do a Leicester, but they'll do it a lot better because they've got quality players like Griezmann and people like that. And at the back, their defence is brilliant. I mean, I don't think they've conceded a goal in the Champions League at home this season. They've got guys like Godin at the back. I think it's the worst possible tie that Leicester could have got, because it's a team that will play like Leicester, as I said, but much better. And I can only really see one winner of this one, and that's Atletico Madrid going through. What about the German teams? Who did they get? Well, starting off with Borussia Dortmund. Now, one of the most exciting ties of the round is going to be two of the teams that have just been brilliant in the Champions League from attacking sense, and that is Borussia Dortmund and Monaco. They're going to be clashing against each other. My mouth waters when I think about this tie. I mean, Borussia Dortmund, Aubameyang, Dembele, all these attacking players have been brilliant. They've been scoring goals, free-flowing, up against Monaco, who've been simply brilliant in this year's tournament. Top of the French league, dispatched of Manchester City, that wonderful comeback by them. Got great players like Mbappe up front. Exciting. I mean, you know, imagine like Mbappe and Dembele, you know what I mean? Two of the most exciting players in Europe, young, exciting players. It's such a hard one to call again, because it's going to be all out attack. You know there's not going to be no loads of defending, sitting back in this game. It's going to be all out attack. Who's going to go through? Oh my God, how do you call it? With what I saw against Manchester City, I'm going to slightly favour Monaco just because they're so exciting at the moment. But they're up against a more experienced team in European football in Dortmund. But yeah, I'm going to edge slightly for Monaco. What about the other German representative? I mean, we're over here in Germany at the moment. Well, the other German representative is Bayern Munich, and it's yet another mouth-watering tie. Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. And again, how do you call this? Lewandowski up against Cristiano Ronaldo. Sergio Ramos up against, Boateng. I mean, it's just brilliant. I mean, world-class players throughout both teams. Both teams on form at the moment. Both teams top of their leagues at the moment. Oh my gosh, again, how do you call it? It's exciting. It's what the Champions League's all about. Who do I go for? How do I go against Bayern Munich? The way they destroyed my team, Arsenal. They absolutely obliterated us. But then again, you look at Real Madrid, they're the holders, their pedigree in the Champions League. Again, I'm going to edge slightly for Real Madrid, just for the fact that they've got Cristiano Ronaldo and those guys on their team. But then, I don't know, help me. Real Madrid, just. Finally, another mouth-watering tie, Juventus versus Barcelona. Again, what can I say? Juventus, top of the Serie A Italian league, brilliant team. Guys like Dybala, who's many people are saying is one of the best players in Europe at the moment, up against Barcelona. How can you bet against them after that comeback in the last round? But they're up against Juventus. And Juventus are a top team. And The last time when they met in the Champions League final, it was Barcelona who came out on top, but this is a Juventus team that's confident. This is a Juventus team that will defend very, very well. I mean, don't expect them to ship 6 goals, not with guys like Bonucci at the back. Again, how do you call this game? How can you pick a winner? After that 6-1, you can't go against Barcelona, can you? You just cannot go against Barcelona at the moment. So, again, I'm going to slightly edge in favour of Barcelona winning this one against Juventus over 2 legs. So there you have it. That's the draw made for the quarterfinals. The first games will be played on the 11th of April. Then the second leg will be on the 18th of April. Let me remind you again of the games. Atletico Madrid versus Leicester City, Borussia Dortmund versus Monaco, Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid, Juventus versus Barcelona. It's the giants of Europe, including Leicester. It's going to be fantastic. Don't forget to leave your comments below. I want you to let me know who you think is going to get through, who's going to win, who will get to the final of this, or should I say, semi-finals of this year's Champions League. Let me know in the comments below, but it's going to be really, really exciting.
Man like Robbie.